Okay, I'm going to be discussing what happened on New Year's. Um, Stuff about soulmates, twin flames, or a divine counterpart. Is there something more than that? Spirit children. Let me see. And ascending karma. And about why everybody recently in the last couple of months in this year that we've all have lost loved ones. And that there's going to be people trying to come back into our life, and why and what to do. The importance of cutting cords and taking back what you've given away. And the ascension that we received on New Year's Eve. And that was up to everybody. It wasn't forced on you. New Year's Eve was actually the last chance for everyone to choose a path. So on New Year's Eve, there was a lot of energy. And there was a path that it depended on what your New Year's Eve request, wish, resolution was. It was either something that was going to be selfish, something that was very negative, or it was going to be something that was for the greater good, or creating something. It was either a choice that you were stuck in an energy of continuing on what was happening, or moving on to creating something better for yourself. It depended on your mental state, and that energy was a collective ritual or a wish. That's how intense the energy was. So like the events that have happened all these years, probably the last 30, everything happens for a reason. Even all the negative shit in your life, the hardships that you went through, it was allowed to happen. One, for you to see something, and another one was for you to be taken to a point where you were so fucking sick and fucking tired of suffering. So God or universe was letting people hurt other people, turn everything into chaos. It was to wake everybody up, to make a choice. Do you want it to stay this way? Or are you just going to make a wish of, oh, I'm going to lose weight, or I want money, I want this, or you were going to choose a better reality, a better life. And when you were that group that made that choice of a better reality, a better life, a wish, a ritual, what's going to happen is everything that's in blockage of that is going to be removed. It's gone. So people who are even wishing bad upon you or wishing for selfish things only about them, to continue the old way, the old reality, the dysfunctional reality, Twilight Zone world, all that is going to be removed. But it's more than that. It wasn't just they were moving these little parts. Everything that was in the way of everyone ascending for a new timeline, a better world, a better reality, what they showed me was basically we got a new earth, a new universe, a new everything. And everybody who focused on that were sitting in the energy of that, who were authentic, who weren't running around out of selfishness to destroy and take and steal. They were actually just bumped up to another reality. I don't know if it was actual 5D, but I know we ascended. And I know everybody. You saw it everywhere, especially people who do follow tarot card readers or seers. I know I'm right, because it was on New Year's Day, all the tarot card readings changed. People were happier. They felt uplifted. They were giggling. They said they felt something change. That's what happened. There was a separation. There was a separation. That was a last chance for you to choose which path, which way of living you were going to sit in. And I'll keep on going further. I'll get some things out of the way, out of the stuff I scribbled. About, my opinion on soulmates, twin flames, counterparts, divine partners. Like, my guides, what I've been taught is to never, ever focus on labeling and names. The universe doesn't speak in words. The universe doesn't understand words. That's a man-made thing, or more to say, it's more of, I put them all in a category, a narcissistic thing, or someone who has their heart chakra shut down, someone who isn't empathetic, they can't feel. The way we were supposed to communicate was supposed to be telepathic, through the heart, through intentions, through truth. But you can only have that is if you knew yourself, that you went deep down, and they've taught us, and they're making it even worse, taught us to not relearn that language. They caused us to lose it, to be disconnected from ourselves. So then we're just disconnected from everybody else. We don't know who we are. We're not here finding ourselves. We're here remembering ourselves. Bringing back all the parts of us that we didn't want to look at, we didn't want to face, we shunned, we listened to everybody else, all the mind control, and then our egos have been mind controlled into think a certain way. Our egos are not our enemies. They're a part of you. But all the stuff since the moment you were in your mom's womb, you were caused to shatter. With all the negativity, all the training, all the half-truths. And like I say, like the Luciferians, it's all the dark Luciferians. Everything's flipped backwards. Everything is flipped backwards. Almost everything is a lie, which is crazy. And they're teaching this to our kids. Basically, I just consider it, label it, to describe what it is, everything that a narcissist is. They're teaching it to our kids. They're normalizing it. So then the person who doesn't follow, they become the outsider, the black sheep. They're the ones that get targeted, gang stalked, called stupid, crazy. They're normalizing narcissistic behavior, narcissism. Like I said, that's why actual verbal magic, anything that requires a ritual, an outside item, all these words, was because of narcissists. They don't have empathy. They don't have the emotion. They're fucking shattered. They don't know who they are. And I call them the soulless ones. Because the soul is where you have your personality, your gifts, your creativity. But the soulless ones, for whatever reason, trauma at a young age or manipulation, or they were just born that way. Without a soul, they have no personality, no gifts. They don't have access to mana, life energy, magic, actual magic. It comes through you. That's where the true magic comes from, through you, from source. Not from an item, not from the cycles of the moon, not from the candle, that's where we're going to. But because their heart is shut down, they don't have access to source, mana, they invented the verbal magic, all the rituals. That's all narcissistic shit, because their heart chakra shut down. They don't have true feeling. And that's why they copy and steal and energy harvest from everything outside of them. They can't survive without us. And so I hate labeling I hate using just straight up words, disconnecting from actual feeling, because you can use words and manipulate someone. They're teaching us to step away from our own intuition and our feeling, because then they can manipulate you with whatever fucking words they want to tell you. And that's a narcissist. They will tell you what you want to hear. And then with using all the words, labeling, it causes more shattering within the person. They don't know who they are. And then they go defending a label or word, an avatar picture they say that you are. And then they give you like 30 of them. And then they tell you, oh, you're not good enough. So they give you more avatars. Or you try to copy someone's avatar, steal someone's avatar. All this jealousy and hatred over fucking words. It's an agenda. And I'm going to keep on saying it. It's all straight up narcissistic. Because they're disconnected from self. Don't have empathy or feeling. And that's true magic. So the whole labeling of soulmates, twin flames, divine counterparts, and on, it's a trap to keep you in a state of lack, thinking that God sent you on this planet already broken in half. You're destined to fail, to keep on searching for something that actually really doesn't fucking exist when I explain it in a different way. And even if you had somebody that was meant for you, that person matches you. But everybody changes, everybody grows, nothing stays the same. This energy is who's meant for you, who matches you at the moment, is always changing. And everybody in your life you see is your soulmate. It's just certain people have more importance in your life. And you don't even have to worry about that. The universe, even at the moment, it depends on your development, where you're at. The person you will be drawn to is someone who matches you. Say if you have an issue with lying. Say you have an issue like it triggers you. You don't lie. And what ends up happening? You have somebody who's a liar. Keeps on happening again. You're not a cheater, but you'll end up with people that are always cheaters. Because you have an issue with cheating. You have an issue with lying, and so do they. So you find someone that matches you. So if you want a more evolved person, someone that will fulfill you even more, you have to become that yourself to receive that. That's how that works. And it's always changing. It's not always the same person. So as you advance, your match is going to advance. Even if, say, someone's doing black magic on, I guess, your quote-unquote soulmate or twin flame, don't worry. Don't think about it. Don't focus. Because if that person failed and believed or was a match to the magic about something inside them that they had to work on and they didn't, and then they fell for the quote-unquote magic, they weren't meant for you. They weren't at that level. And you know what happens? That tells the universe, you know what? You need a more evolved person. So them attacking the person you think is your twin flame or your soulmate, let them. They just force the universe to give you a better person. But you have to do the evolving yourself first. You get what you are. Like attracts like. Including the energy that you put out. The energy you sit in. Even if it's towards someone else. The universe gives it to you. That's what you signal to the universe. You signal that was your reality. It's almost like them. It might as well say, be careful what you wish for. Sitting in that energy is like you wishing for that. And you're just like, okay. Everybody gets their wish, like I said before, with the energy that came in. And it was a warning to everybody this whole time. Like, they told me this years ago, and I only came out publicly about it, what, 2.5 years ago? I came publicly with making videos. And like most of the stuff if you were to go back in my videos, most of the stuff I talked about, other people didn't. But now this information is everywhere, down to not just, oh, you got intuition. No, it's downloads now, like we're fucking computers. It's not angelic anymore. Downloads. Choose your path wisely. Choose your key wisely. Choose what battle you're going to fight wisely. All the stuff, it's in my previous videos that everybody's talking about, but apparently nobody watched it, but the information's out there. And I know certain people, not that many, and everybody's claiming, if they are part of the 144,000, they're getting the same information. But there are a lot of people copying, almost word for word, like I said, because it was a trick, it was a ritual that was given by Source, that was meant for the people who were receiving this information. So the copycats, the soulless ones, the ones thieving, trying to manipulate to act like they're angelic or chosen or whatever you want to call it, when they're just being selfish, wanting attention, they're not creative for shit. They don't know who they are. So they're running around copying everybody's avatars, copying everybody's content, while running around because they're not whole. Like I said, you can create your own demons. When you sit there and your house, the bedrooms are empty, they have to be filled. They're going to be filled by something. Why don't make it you? Bring your aspects back. Be your own hero. Do your shadow work. Learn yourself to fill those rooms up, because they're filled up with something else if it's not you. So these people, the soulless ones, are running around, just their rooms are filled with demons, and they're running around distorting the information to justify their own behavior, misleading everybody, and spreading all these, I keep calling them demons, they're negative. They're spreading it to everybody else like an infection. These people have spiritual cooties. They could be actual demons, entities, shadows, feeders, or ideology that just fucking keeps you in a fucked up circle of dysfunction and not healing. You have to heal yourself. You have to know yourself. And one of the best people, like I've said before, Teal Swan, because I'm not very good at explaining everything because I'm still in the process. And a lot of stuff I say is the woo-woo stuff. But just as long as you're on that path to find yourself, if it's woo-woo, it's psychology, anything, just work on it. All those pathways get you to you. And even if you start one way, you're going to end up, it leads you other ways. Just start. Another person, of course, is Richard Grannon. And he's someone that I highly, like Teal Swan, Richard Grannon, even Matt Kahn. But Richard Grannon targets it like the psychology aspect. And he was one of the people, like I was in this horrible, horrible space because of other people, and I couldn't take it. And I was like, I thought something was wrong with me. That it was my karma. I was being punished for past lives, and it was my fault. My fault for being nice. And I was like in deep depression. And like basically you could just say Richard Grannon was one of the key people that actually saved my life. He presents the information in a down-to-earth way where you can understand. then it let me see like how the moment I was born, the stuff that was going on within my family affected me, the way I functioned in the world and in life. Things that I would allow, leading me to codependent behaviors. Neediness. Now, I couldn't be alone. But I also realized too that being nice, there's nothing wrong with it. That's how we're all supposed to be. That is our true form, and not lying or stealing. But it became dangerous because what I'm going to call, I'm just going to label all of them under there. There's more, it breaks down more, and Richard Grannon will discuss it. I just label them all narcissists, so it's a generalized picture so you can see the behaviors. When you have someone who's nice, genuine, not someone who's sitting there, oh, I need attention and I am who I am by helping it. No, not that. Just someone who's genuinely nice, doesn't need anything back. They're not doing it to define who they are, but someone who's actually nice with no agenda. That's how we're all supposed to be. But being around narcissistic people, it is dangerous. They will break you, use you, destroy you. And I would say to the point where they want you fucking dead. They get pleasure out of it, that they had control over your life. They don't give a fuck. There's no point trying to figure out all the categories. To me, bad behavior is bad fucking behavior, and fucking run. As soon as you see a red flag, fucking run. Don't try to save them, because they actually get worse. And if you have children, do your best, without telling them, do your best to have a private investigator find all the fucking information that you can to get sole custody and only have supervised visits, because they will fucking mess up your children, program them, and sometimes permanently, and turning your child into a narcissist also, or another category. I'm just going to label them all narcissists, because I'm not going to try to understand and make excuses for them, because most of them, because I've never ever heard of any one of them being able to be changed. They only get worse. They get smarter. And the more time you are exposed to them, that's more ways, more information that they can manipulate you, screw you over, tell people all kinds of crazy shit. They have everything set up way before you even decide to even leave. They had it ready. That's how they can destroy your life. They've already lied to everyone. While you thought they loved you and they were on your side. No, they don't even care for their children. Their children are a tool to manipulate you, hurt you through your children. And they mind fuck them, causing permanent brain damage, where they end up being a full-blown narcissist. So the best thing you could do is set up everything to get full custody, supervised visits to protect your children. You staying in that situation is hurting your children. You are not helping anyone, including yourself. And also about, it is very, very important, especially the ones that are claiming they're, the chosen or elect ones or whatever, that we have many purposes, part of our path. And like I said, the last part was the spirit children, that you have to do the work within yourself to evolve, ascend, manifest a higher frequency, and your partner has to be the same. And for the ones that understand, the ones that already reached that point, having that God energy within them, that God energy makes you so positive. It's what manifests. It's what everybody feels, and they're drawn to you, along with you loving yourself. It actually changes your world when you're positive and happy. You don't have a shit environment. It literally changes your world into a fucking wonderland. Like all this good luck, everything flows your way. That's the God energy. But the thing is, having people around you that don't have that God energy, it is like fucking crack. They want it. Most will do anything to have it, including lie and manipulate, or even kill you, thinking they can do black magic and steal this energy, steal your gifts, which I've heard of, switch bodies, switch deaths. It's like fuck, but it makes them crazy because they don't have that God energy. And then so these special people, the quote unquote chosen ones that are here to have these children, you can't be with anyone that does not have the God energy. I don't care how gifted that person you're looking at is. If they are not like you, they don't think like you, they don't behave like you, they don't manifest like you, or they don't have the jealousy, always getting triggered, judging, manipulating, cheating, stealing, lying, gang stalking, gossiping. They're not like you. Like I said, someone who's actually like on that divine, when they're unbalanced, divine people hurt themselves. They don't go around destroying everybody, blaming everybody. Divines don't do that. So stay away from the red flags. And I will tell you, even if you decide to go with one of these people that are not evolved like you know what you'll have? You will have highly gifted children that are so fucking dysfunctional, but they're smart. They will make you fucking miserable. They will put you through hell. Because they're gifted, but they're very unbalanced because you picked an unbalanced partner, and that manifests in your child. You don't want that. You do not want that. It's almost like having a gifted narcissist. You don't want that. Because it hurts. Because you can't do anything for them. And just like everybody else who takes advantage of you, they will take advantage of you too. But all you want to do is love them. And like now, everybody has to believe, or if you're here, or if you're on you chose the path of creation for a better life and everything was just for the greater good, none of it was actually selfish. What you wanted for you was benefit for everybody. So that meant most likely you had something you believed in greater than yourself. Either God, Allah, whatever, just something greater than yourself. And you chose to be a good person. You chose not to destroy everybody else to your benefit. And even like having that within you, it's almost like having a safety blanket. Even if it doesn't do it doesn't do anything, but it's still there. Just that safety blanket, just within you, you manifest because you feel safe. You feel untouchable. You feel you can do anything, manifest anything. And having that feeling like not being alone, having something with you that you have backup. So you know it's your mental state, your perspective creates your reality. So you need to have that. It's protection. Even if it doesn't actually do anything. Because you're the one that creates your reality anyway. And I met many of you, if you're confused or you want to evolve more, and I had to get out of that state. Like you'll see people, and I guess we could just call them ego woke. They're woke. They claim, they are woke, but they're not The enlightened woke, because the ego woke, those motherfuckers get triggered for anything. They judge everything. They fucking try to feed you all their information. You have to. If not, you're stupid or you're not worthy. Or for someone who's woke, they're very fucking negative, very destructive, very unbalanced. That's ego woke. You need to take yourself a little further. But that, again, I will say, it requires isolation. And I don't know, depending on your situation, it's as much isolation as possible. To the point where you enjoy being alone. And I'm not talking about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a week, 2 weeks, a month. I mean like a year. So if you've been in relationships and they ended, be alone. If you want to ascend, you want to go past the ego woke. Because those people, their mental state, their frequency, their energy affects you and the information you receive. It affects your ascension. It can distort it or even, in fact, prevent it. And then that person's karma, their frequency, actually affects your good luck, affects what you receive. They actually take from you just with having their presence and their connection to you. The key to everything is isolation and being alone for a while, to the point where you enjoy it, you seek it. You would prefer it. That's when you start receiving all kinds of stuff, I promise you. And that's the only way. I'm sorry. So someone who can't be alone, they need a lot of attention. Like, being this level, having a lot of attention, it's fucking exhausting, draining. You get headaches. And that leads into, there are certain people, when you get that level of where you can, I'm not talking about getting triggered, being overly sensitive. That's something else. I'm talking about like where you get to the point where like your mind is so quiet. You worked out all your aspects, so there's not all this chattering going on, opposing each other, criticizing, judging you and everything around you, where it's just nonstop. It won't shut the fuck up. Along with having attachments, demons, ideologies, fucking talking. I'm talking about when you reach that level of where you've quieted your mind so much, you are literally, you don't even have to try. You are a walking meditation. It's quiet in your head. And it leads you to actually sensing or feeling energies of other people. Then I had to learn this too. Like, I believed in someone so much. Like, I believed in their potential, and I thought that's what I was sensing, picking it up. And it just only led me to be used by shitty people over and over again, because I believed, like, I thought I felt. But when you get that energetically sensitive, not triggered, that's not being an empath. In no way whatsoever. I'm tired of everybody saying they're an empath. But all they are is they just have a lot of shit they need to handle, and they're getting triggered. They have a lot of emotional imbalance issues they need to work on. That's not being an empath. You get to the point, you start picking up energy from someone, but you also end up picking up the energy of their past life, the closest past life. So if that past life was very loving and positive, you pick it up and it becomes an overlay on what you sense or feel from the person, or what you think or you perceive. And it can fuck you up, because that person could be not that in this current timeline, in that life, in that vessel. And also people who have a lot of chattering going on in their head, or narcissists, soulless ones, because they do a lot of mimicking and copying of other people. So those avatars, those personalities are running in their head. Plus they have a lot of chatter and negative thoughts and judgments. And what ends up happening, people like this, like I can only tolerate a couple hours. They make me very uncomfortable. They're like almost like draining. They give me a fucking headache because it's like a lot of people talking at once. Like you can't focus on one thing. There's a whole bunch of shit going on. And plus, when they're like talking, the way they act, what they say, does not match the energy you're feeling from them. It kind of frazzles you. Like it makes you like not want to be around them. So when you're around a lot of broken people, you start picking up like all this shit going on, and literally you get a fucking headache trying to, like, I'm still learning to try to block it, filter it. But then there are people, to me it's like energetic double speak. What they do and what you feel off of them does not match. That shit is so uncomfortable. And there are people that you might notice, you feel really nice around them. It feels safe. Because what they say, their actions match what you're feeling. They're authentic. There's no confusion. They're truthful. And when you get to this state, you can actually, it's almost like there's a connection, or you can almost predict what they're going to say or do. Because what they say and do and feel and think are all the same. There's no confusion. You feel comfortable with them. There's no chaos. But then too, people who are in that chaos, tons of shattering, tons of negative speak, they, depending on what level, what type of person, and the level of like unbalance and what I call like the dark that they have in them, some get triggered by these people and hate them and try to destroy them. It's like that person's so in the dark, and literally that person who's authentic, what they say and what they do, their energy is consistent. The light is bright. It's like holy water. They can't fucking stand it. And there's the other that sit there and they want to use it and manipulate it for themselves. They want to either use that person, drain them, or steal from them, or destroy them. Harm them, take from them. And they use that person too, like I said in my other video, they use them to emotionally regulate. They use that person to copy the energy, copy their personality, copy whatever the avatar. Because it works great with everybody else, it gets attention. So they use that person's frequency to copy and mimic. Everything, to the look, the behaviors, things they say, content. And then they'll get to a certain point where they have to destroy that other person too. Because that person's authentic light, while this person is a fake light. Everybody eventually will notice. So they have to get rid of the authentic light. So it's inevitable they're going to destroy. Be jealous, hateful, belittle, break them. So if you ever see red flags, fucking run. Run. And I know there's a lot of people that are confused about who they are, their path, their purpose. There's some that take it even further by being jealous and hateful, copying, stealing, whatever. Everybody is important. No matter you're divine, non-divine, you're elect, We're like this huge picture, but there's puzzle pieces or a machine. Everybody is part of the machine. Everybody has their purpose. The labeling doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. The machine cannot work if a part is broken. There's different levels, but everybody fucking matters. One part can't work without the other. I'm tired of this labeling and jealousy and copying and trying to destroy. It doesn't fucking matter. There are different groups at different levels to do different jobs. Everybody can't have one job, because to change this reality, it would have never worked. So the ones that are on their purpose, their path to change reality, change the world, they are strategically placed all around the world like a grid. But there's doctors, lawyers, taxi drivers, moms, dads, accountants, cashier, waitress. Everybody's important. The labeling does not fucking matter. It's an agenda to fuck everybody up mentally and have everybody jealous of each other and fighting everybody. They're just causing so much separation, lying. It's an agenda. And I know, from what I understand, the messages that I received and some of the stuff I read and some of the seers that clarified more stuff, explained more stuff, because there was a lot of stuff I was confused because I didn't understand some of the, I couldn't break down the concepts, I just knew. And there's many of us, like all the things that happen in your life were partly training, preparing you. And they were tests too. Because as you went along the way, proving yourself that no matter what, you weren't going to destroy people, become a dark person, use your gifts for negative things, have jealousy, hatred. You wouldn't go around destroying everything. Spreading imbalance, taking. And plus it taught you or desensitized you from unbalanced people. I'm going to say there's some people that cannot be changed. They are similar to a drug addict. When they need something from you, or they're down and out, or they're feeling sorry for themselves, they will act pathetic and say whatever they need to tell you to get what they want from you. Money, time, a place, to do shit for them. The moment they feel better, what happens? They go off and do the same shit again. When they're down and out or want something, they come back, pull out your heartstrings, manipulate you. They can do it over and over. These people are similar, and you should consider them as a fucking drug addict. You already know they're going to use you, and every chance they're going to take from you when you're not looking. So it was a test. It was training. And every time you proved yourself, you started getting keys. You started getting access to certain doorways, to certain gateways. But if you reverted back to a negative, there are fail-safes. You revert back to a lower frequency, those doorways were shut. You had to rework on yourself, elevate your frequency to have that doorway open, and to have a higher frequency doorway open, to have higher access to higher level spiritual guides, protection, information. So even if someone, because they think they can fucking sacrifice you, steal your gifts, it's only temporary for a moment because it's a frequency, but they can't keep it up. And without them doing the work, their mental state, their thinking, the way they respond, not having that frequency, they don't have access to those fucking doorways that they think they could have stolen from you. They can't. It's impossible. It's stupid. Along with stealing your destiny, it's all frequency. And the universe is not fucking stupid. They can cloak themselves, but their frequency, it's still there. They only get an outer version, which is just fucking karma. Extra karma because you did the work. Higher level of karma, while the inside is all shit and caca. So they manifest, they don't think right, so instantly they think negative and they start getting karma, bad luck. But this person doesn't take responsibility for their behaviors, the way they think. They blame everything outside them, become vengeful or hateful or destructive, so they end up getting a fuckload of karma. Because they wanted to be in someone else's lane, thinking they could, steal their destiny. No, they can't. They can't. It's stupid. It's a lie. It's a trick, mind control, to make you think that way so you manifest it. You're the manifester. They're not. They steal to do anything at all. And without your energy, they get sick and die. They physically die. Because they don't have access to source energy. By whatever they did, sell their soul, did some other weird shit, trashed all their chakras, shut down their heart chakra, whatever. And many of you now, because you passed the test, you didn't go around destroying and hurting other people, and you started learning and recognizing many of you have ascended karma. You've ascended karma. You've ascended having to be reborn in a physical body, like a human. Many of you are going to become archangels, spiritual guides. You don't have to come back and go through this cycle. You don't have to. And some of you were already ascended and chose to be in karma to help the planet, help existence, help reality, help the planet and everybody ascend. You volunteered. No matter the risk, you volunteered because you're that badass and you have your own spiritual battle team that is badass. You already designed fail-safes in your energy and your consciousness, your spiritual battle team, and on it, totally elaborate, along with the universe. You were a weapon. You are a way of change. You were a beacon. You're an antenna. So you find your purpose. Look at what you're good at. Even if you're good at something negative, say you're good at reading people and manipulation, well, turn it around where it benefits you, where it benefits everybody. Teach them how to communicate. Teach them how not to be manipulated. Just like H.D. Tudor, who's a psychopath, a sociopath, narcissist, but by court, he had to receive therapy, and then he turned it into a business. So he's not hurting anybody. He's sharing. He gets all the attention he wants, and he's profiting. That was his path. You're hurting yourself by focusing on someone else's. That's why you feel like something's missing, something's wrong, because you're not on your path. What are you good at? What makes you happy, but don't do it in a negative way. Do it in a way where it benefits everybody. Then the universe makes everything easy for you. You run into the right people, things flow, your life is not fucking hell, chaotic. You don't have to watch your back because you're always lying, manipulating. Then, earlier, I got a little bit upset watching some of my usual seers. Like I said, even the best reader can be manipulated. by someone who's very skilled, or a group of people that are very skilled. And they're targeting, because everybody looks for signs, messages. They're targeting, they're using if like I'm watching a reader, they're using the best readers, the ones that you trust, that are very, very good. They're using stuff that, keywords or ideas that you focus on, they're using that. They're using your weaknesses, the back doors on some of these readers, or you reading yourself, to tug at your heartstrings, manipulate you. Because many of you, well, they felt this change on New Year's Day. They knew something was wrong, and they felt the time crunch. They already were feeling the time crunch, that they were running out of time. It was it on New Year's Eve. They felt this energy switch on New Year's Day. Everybody did. Things they had access to are gone. People that had access to the energies are gone. They know they got left behind. So now they're doing anything. They're scrambling. They're doing a lot of manipulation, especially to like with me, readers that I know, using keywords, phrases, things that I focus on and talked about, signs, whatever, to make you think, if you believe in soulmates, twin flames, make you think that person that you left, that fucked you over, did not just like little shitty, I mean like straight up. Hearing in the readings that they need to be saved. It wasn't their fault. They want to change. They were raised in this. That they have to ascend, or even saying there's like your dead relatives or whatever, they need help to cross over. Pulling at your heartstrings, that it's your job, it's your purpose to help them. When they ascend, you ascend. Crock of shit. Crock of shit. Just like I told you before, the messages you receive, the downloads or whatever, the whispers, if they cause confusion, I would advise you to stop. Don't move forward. Don't let them in. Don't make any changes. Ask for clarification. Because if you left them and you knew they would do more to you if they could, like a drug addict, the moment you let them in, and you hear all this, oh, I should, no, it's caca. It's a crock of shit. They felt the change and they don't have access and they got left behind. They're trying to hang on to you to make it to the new timeline, the 5D or whatever. And then plus, a lot of them are in a group. Either a cult, a coven, karmic, we want to name them karmic, fucked up baby mamas, family members, friends. It's a group. Those motherfuckers are attached to them, and they're using that person as a way to snag you so they can all go along with you. My messages before, like 5 years ago, and they reaffirmed it. It kept getting louder and louder as the years went on. And when I told everybody, these motherfuckers are going to come back. And they told me they're going to come back out of desperation. They need you. Especially the ones with the God energy. They need you. Right now, since they're disconnected, they're literally physically dying. And they can't come along unless you invite them. They're like not just an energy vampire, they are literally a vampire. The moment you have that heart little tug and you feel and you say yes, you give them permission to attach to you. Because a lot of them been trying to destroy us, literally kill us. And as the years went on, the last 3 years, all the magic they did stopped working. A lot of them tried to kill you, either like what magic or physically. And they couldn't. You want to know why? Because all the shit that happened into your life, how empathetic you are, where you can't hurt anyone, you don't run around destroying everyone, because you can literally feel it. You know what it's like to be done like that, treated like that. So you don't do it. You ended up being a pure person. And you being a pure person protected you from death. You were like, as everybody calls it, the cat with 9 lives, and these motherfuckers couldn't understand why. And they thought you had a coven, you had some other shit you were doing. No, they couldn't understand. You being pure, all that shit happening in your life, recognizing who these people were, but not running around getting revenge and sitting in anger and destroying everybody around you. You kept yourself pure. That saved your life. You believing in something higher than you and trusting, believing in God or source, it saved your fucking life. And you are evidence now that God exists, something greater exists, because they were groups of people trying to take and destroy you. But you're still standing there. You all by yourself. Literally by yourself. Now they see you. They truly see you. Now they want you. They want to hang on. They know they can't kill you. They don't want more karma. They know you're the manifestation. You're the good luck, and you were also the gatekeeper. Many of you don't know that. You're females, not the males, sorry, but the females, they are the gatekeepers. And you were tested, like fucking totally fucking traumatized, to make sure that you would be responsible as a gatekeeper to all these doorways, to manifestation, to gifts, all kinds of ascending that you don't even know that's ahead of you. They know. They've been spying. Either physically spying, and some of them are actually able to psychically spy. Seeing through your third eye. Knowing a lot of shit before you knew. They knew everything you were fucking doing, everything you were thinking. And this in some ways is how they steal content. Stealing ideas. Knowing when to manipulate you and how to manipulate you. They were literally in your fucking head. But on New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day, many of you saw, I saw destruction for all of them. I saw that they lost. They lost. You didn't have to do anything but exist. While they did everything above, below the sun, and fucking unimaginable shit that you couldn't even fucking create in your head. They saw what you saw, the separation, the timeline separation. And you don't realize, many of you that were on a specific path, I don't know, you want to call the elect ones, I can't even say chosen ones. You were at another level that wasn't even written about in books. That was in knowledge, because many of you were the elite, super elite, royal, like the formula of making you, like I said, you're a hybrid. They took all kinds of species, energies, principalities, beings. They're all a part of you. You were part of the dark and the light. You know who you are. You knew you weren't human. You knew you didn't come from this planet. You knew you didn't fit in, and the shit you were watching just like made no sense. You're like the elite royalty, elite that they use for certain battles as a last resort. but they made you to win. Every battle is different. So many of you are really gifted, not using black magic. Many of you, some of you are what they call like sirens. Because you're empathic, not your trigger, your empathic abilities, like I say, not only you can pick up, like you feel what someone else feels, without even talking, no manipulating. The energy, the way you feel, you can make other people feel that way. Without manipulating black magic, all that shit. I'm tired of people like skewing shit to make themselves look good because they don't feel good about themselves while they do negative shit. And many of you, people are drawn to you without even talking. They come to you for help. Many of you get abused because they know you will help. You're very empathetic. They can manipulate you, feel guilty. Oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. I have to... I'll go back to it. I'll remember. Your purity saved you. And these things are coming back or trying to get you to come back. Tug at your heartstrings so they can come with you, attach another cord. And that's another thing. What we all need to do, make sure you've cut cords. Take back the love, anything you gave of yourself. Anything, your love, and you ended up giving a part of yourself to someone because you loved them, but they turned out to be not worthy of it. Take it all back. That's what they're using to hang on to you. That's what they're using to stay alive. And they know they can't kill you, but they know you're the key to everything, including all these gifts, because you're the gatekeeper. They know that, you don't. As a female, there's a lot of shit that's ahead of you. You have no idea. You think you're superhuman now? Just like I said, you have no idea. But they hid that to keep you safe. And these motherfuckers are psychically spying. And then once you put that in your frequency, then they can have access to it. It would be dangerous. They were allowed to see what the universe wanted them to see. So you need to cut the cords, take back whatever spirit or soul or love, whatever you gave to them. Whatever you surrendered to them, the fucking song, oh, give me a part of you, now give you me. Take it back. Take it back. And then also when they do come back, well, they know you're the key to the good luck and the manifestation. But also is another thing, they also have to keep you happy. The way you feel affects this manifestation. So when they do come back, they will tell you whatever to make you happy. And they will literally manufacture a mini matrix, an alternate reality for you to keep you happy so they can keep on manifesting. They're going to manifest their own version of hell that they have control over because of their attachment to you. While you live in La La Land that they manufactured, while you think they love you, you think you're the only one. You think they're an angel now, they change. While the truth is, they know they can't kill you. But with you having access to you, they have access to all these gifts, manifestation, and they could literally be the king of their own hell. While you're in La La Land having no clue what's going on. So they're going to tell you everything and actually be nice to you to keep you happy. Because if they kill you, they get nothing. And they get a lot of karma, and it defeats their purpose, and all these motherfuckers know that. And it's groups of them. They're all tied together. Family, friends, some of them, their children. So, like my guide said, a long time ago, no turning back. They put you through hell so you can see who they are and what they do, so you wouldn't turn back. You don't, and then when they do come back, you're fucked. Because they have access to all these gifts and they know your tricks. You won't be able to escape them. You would be fucked. And you think, yeah, just no. Like, I was hearing these messages, they need your help, they want to change. And I was like, crock of shit. Years ago, they said this is going to happen. They're going to come back out of desperation. It's a lie. You're the key to everything, and they knew, and they made you feel like shit. Just like I said, they had told me, and I had to unlearn being a Captain Save-A-Ho. We are here not to save not a fucking one person. Now it's part of the readings. You need to save them. My guys are like, no. You're not here to save anyone. You're only here to be a guide. You went through the work to show them God exists, or higher source, or whatever exists. That they have free will to make their choice to follow. You're an example. You're not here to fucking save anyone. You're not a Captain Save-A-Ho. You are here to carry that frequency as an example so they can do it themselves. You're not here to save not one fucking person. They're supposed to save themselves. And many of these motherfuckers you don't know. I wasn't joking. They are soul eaters. All they do is destruction. All they do is spread demons, negativity, ideology, keep the frequency low, and turning everything literally dark Luciferian. Everything's fucking backwards. Everybody's acting narcissistic. That's dark Luciferian behavior. Oh, it's free will to have sex with everybody and anybody. No discretion at all. You don't even do that on the fucking internet. You get cooties. Think about it. And many of you don't know that you volunteered to come here to say, will help everyone to save themselves, to uplift the frequency. Because there was beings, energies, or creatures or something. I dreamt about them and I didn't know what it was years ago. They were sent here to destroy all of humanity. And you, as this enlightened being, said, no, stop, no. I can help them. I can change them. And if you were to know these beings, you would have considered them dark and evil. They were coming here to destroy everything, and you decided, no, I'll carnate there. I'll help them. But you had to reach a certain level of realization of who you can save, who you can't save, that you're not the fucking Captain Save-A-Ho. And while you were here, or in that timeline, these creatures were waiting. They weren't allowed to do anything. But when you made that jump, you chose your path. You chose a better reality, and that involved everybody. That chose that too. As a group, collective, we jumped the timeline. And those people got left there. The other ones that chose the other way. And because you're not in that timeline, guess what happened? Those creatures came in force. And I don't know what they're doing. but I don't think it's anything good, anything joyful. It's like a universal energy cleansing. And the first ones that are going to feel it are the ones that have done the most. Negative, chaos. And I saw pictures just literally like how they were feeding and taking from everybody else. These people are swarmed, like covered with these things. And I don't know what they're doing. I just know that since we left, they're manifesting their own hell in that timeline. And they're not getting away with anything anymore. They're going to believe in God or a higher being or source or force. So everything that happened in your life was not an accident. It wasn't to punish you. It was to evolve you. It was training. It was boot camp. And it was a test to make sure you were ready to be the gatekeeper. And that if someone did something shitty to you, or you could actually have discernment, and you wouldn't run around in fucking hatred and destruction because you got gifts, that you wouldn't use it selfishly, that you wouldn't cause more chaos, that you would do your purpose almost like a fucking angel, archangel. And you were more and many pieces of different beings and energies, and they created you out of light and dark. So these motherfuckers couldn't, when you realized and you stood up for yourself, you weren't scared anymore. You realized you remembered who you were. You weren't finding yourself, you were remembering who you were, who you are. You were the dark and the light. You were part of everything. You're a hybrid. You're a weapon. So these people that were even using dark shit, demons, Satan, and all kinds of other weird shit, well, that, what they used is part of your family. So the moment you realize they couldn't use it as a weapon against you, that's why you were made of the dark and the light. You command the demons. You command energies. But let me tell you, use that in an unjustly way because you think someone did something to you and you're like, karma this and I'll make them. And it's unjust. I guarantee you it will fucking break you for doing that. But those who've remembered themselves, don't do that. You're made out of the dark and the light. And you kept yourself pure, which is very, very fucking rare. Very rare. And being in that purity saved your fucking life from all the shit that they were doing that would kill someone else almost instantly. And they were wondering, what the fuck were you doing, why they couldn't do that to you? Oh, they respect you now. Whatever avatars in our world, because they're going to all start fading away. And they kept them there as there's an avatar. So you can still go through your lessons. You're still evolving, but you're not going to be destroyed. You're not going to be traumatized. They're not going to take shit from you. You're the one that gives it up. So they're going to respect you now. And you have even a greater purpose. You're going to be bringing in these spirit children. Choose the parent fucking wisely. Please. Unless you're going to have this gifted child that's going to destroy your life, will fuck you up and you love them and there's nothing you can do. That shit sucks. And this leads to why you lost loved ones recently.